Hello everyone, Tilt Matry here, and we're here to discuss Crystron's once more. And the reason why I'm going back to this deck is because I just hit an 18-game win streak, which is my highest, with Crystron. How did I do it? We're going to go over the build. Now originally I did not tech in Alpha Wayne's tech, credit to him, Wayne Kanoff, what is that card? Spell Vanishing Tech. That was a really smart tech on his DF that he used in the meta weekly. But I'll show you what exactly we were playing. So, one Sullivan really accelerates plays. 3 Abyss Spike, 3 Twist Wyvern, 3 Smyger. Smyger searches your 2 copies of Impact. I wasn't playing 3 because I needed room for the text. 2 Turquoise for your Transcendent Crystals. Abyss Spike, what it allows us to do is we can discard any water to search a level 3 water. So you can search either one of these. And then you can discard it off the Transcendent Crystals. Really makes the deck super consistent. 3 Scrap Recycler, 3 Citry, 3 Ryon, 1 Rosenex, 2 Cyclone, 2 Impact, 1 Mira, and 3 Spell Vanishing. So if you guys don't know what this card does, basically you discard 2 cards from your hand. Negate any spell card that your opponent activates. Also, you could send any of those spell cards that they have, any extra copies of those spells that they have in their hand or deck, you could send to the grave. So if they have Invocation, they're running 2 of them, and they activate Invocation, you negate their Invocation, and they also lose all the other copies of Invocation in their deck. Same thing goes when they activate something like Dark Lord Contact. So if they want to summon activate Contact to summon back an Ixchel, you can discard 2 cards, negate it, and then send it over to Contact. Just be careful that they can't summon an Aston from their hand or something, so they can't use the Contact from the grave. But it could be a good way to deal with things. If you don't want to use Spell Vanishing, another card you can use, which my bro Steven Freshy was trying out, did really well with, is this card. Yep. Transformation Prophecy. Oh. Here we go. And this card works really well with the Crystron deck as well. You can interrupt Dark Lords, you can interrupt Invokes. Also what this card really does well is, if you have extra tuners that are in your graveyard, you could just shuffle them back into your deck to reuse them again, which does come up from time to time. Sometimes you can run out of tuners in this deck, so it's good to have them. You can also, because it specifies, go back to the card for a second. Since the card specifies cards, you can also shuffle back any Impact if you wanted to reuse your Impact again. So that could be a good way to recycle your Crystron Impact if you haven't banished it already to protect your monsters from being targeted. So really good. Extra deck goes as follows. 1 Quarion Gondress, really good card. 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Bryonic, because I really like Bryonic. Easy 6, wipes the field. Can help clear the field and discard cards out of your hand if you want to. Also can help you go for game. 1 Paladin Decktron, 1 Samurai Destroyer, really good synchro, deals with the battle phase really well. And 1 Crystron Amatrix to set this special summon. If you want to, you can cut Bryonic and add in the second Amatrix. You can even cut Black Rose in and add in the second Amatrix if you want. Abyss Spike also allows us to go into Black Rose easy. So, how many ways do we have to get to Soul Veneer? That's the first thing we should always count on when playing Crystron. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, I'm only playing 1 Soul Veneer. And you don't need really more than 1. You can use more than 1 if you want, but you don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ways to get to Soul Veneer. So we're essentially playing 10 Soul Veneers in a 30-card deck. So really effective. You can also add a 3rd Cyclone in and cut something if you want. If you feel back row is becoming a huge problem for you, you can do that. You have your Spell Vanishing, you have 4 ways to stop Invokes right off the bat. You have your Impact, so really effective. Get to some of the replays that I did save. I saved a few of them. This guy was running a Cut Skull deck, so again, I'll kind of narrate you through this if you're new to playing Crystron. The build I uploaded before was one with Bastion, which balances water. But consistency-wise, especially if you're on a budget, you want to stick to Transcendent Crystals, in my opinion. Alright, so he sets 2, sets a monster. It is Cyclone him off the bat, it's a Rainbow Light. Summon Scrap Recycler, send Soul of Veneer, activate Soul of Veneer, pitch the Smiger, activate Soul of Veneer, go into Rosenex, Rosenex pop Scrap Recycler, go into Ryan. We're going to go Samurai Destroyer here, just to be able to stop his face down, because probably some cut cards. Set our impact. And turn, he scoops. Easy. This was against Dark Lord, so that's one end. Easy open board for me. We also had Spell Banishing to stop him from really extending up, so I don't want you to think we would just lose immediately if we didn't have this, if he had an actual board that he could have done. Kind of wish I would have gone first, so I would have been able to establish this more. So again, pop, get our Rosenex pop itself, go into Citri, activate Smiger, search our impact. Canadia's us, which is completely fine. Probably shouldn't have attacked in case he had like a Cyclone. Well, he didn't have Cyclone. No, it's fine. It was fine. We were fine attacking there. We were completely fine attacking there. Alright, last replay, and then we'll discuss how good the deck is overall, and what I think. And thoughts. Okay, so this guy's playing Cyber Darks. Yeah, this is Cyber Darks. I Facebook these names, see. Just give me one chance to just think of this all out. Alright, Scrap Recycler, send Soul of Veneer from the grave to the grave. Pitch Smiger, pop Soul of Veneer, goes into Beast Weaver. Beast Weaver and pops her Scrap Recycler. Always want to pop that Scrap Recycler. Always. Now, there are two ways you can go about this here. You could either go into your Citri for an Amatrix play, or you could even go into Ryan if you want to go, and you're a bit afraid of getting OTK, you can go into Ryan play, into a Paladin Decklist play. Also, it's really good to go into Paladin Decklist if they use Sealed Tombs on you, so if they go Sealed Tombs, you can go that route. If you're afraid they're going to go Sealed Tombs, you can also store on Soul of Veneer. And just pop the other monster and just sit on Soul of Veneer. Pop something else and sit on Soul of Veneer. So he goes Magical Merchant, searches Super Rush, goes Cyber Dark Cannon. Now in this duel we do end up misclicking, but we still win. Not misplaying, misclicking. So he goes Cyber Dark Edge, summons Cannon, sends his White Stone of the Ancients to the grave. Gonna summon his Blue Eyes White Dragon, does not go for it. He does not go for Dragon Spirit of Light, which I think was a little bit questionable, but I understand why he did. Because he was afraid I could get over it. He did not have another Blue Eyes in hand. So, as I forgot to narrate, we do go Samurai Destroyer with our Soul of Veneer. So he banishes back row Super Rush, which is fine. I was planning to banish all 3 monsters, but I accidentally misclicked the Blue Eyes in his grave instead of the Blue Eyes on the field. So Rosenex, again, pops our Beast Weaver. Quarion Contract. Very easy. Quarion. This is where I misclicked. And we couldn't attack because he had the Super Rush Beast monster. But it doesn't matter. He can't do anything anyway. Impact. Special Summon Smiger. Go ahead and normal summon the Ryan to go into our Bryonic. Activate Beast Weaver to search out our Crystron Smiger. Activate Bryo. And he just scoops. So guys, Crystron I think is really powerful. I think to reach the highest levels of this deck, you have to be really big brain with it. But overall, it's just so good with this deck, especially half the time your opponent has no idea what's going on. You can really use that to your advantage. So, 18-game win streak. I just hit 16 with Dark Lords the other day. I'll show you that build quickly, just so that way you can see what I did.
Let's hope this isn't the final game you'll ever play.
This isn't it.
Here I go.
That's not it either. Hold on, give me a second. Make sure we click on the right deck. Nope. Gotta start writing these decks next to their names. There we go. Alright, so this is the deck that I got a 16-game win streak with the other day. I'll just go over it really briefly. 1 Lava Golem, 2 Dark Lord Desire, 3 Ixchel. No, this isn't it. What am I doing? That's not the right one. No. Hopefully I did not. This is the one. Sorry, guys. This is the one I had a 16-game win streak with. 1 Lava Golem, 1 Sphere Karibo for defensive purposes, 1 Desire. He only played 1, which actually worked out well for us. I thought we would have needed to main deck 2, but with Lava Golem, we got away with 1 very well. 3 Ixchel, 1 Superbia, 2 Kiteroid, 3 Double Nastin, 1 Teska, Tesla Puka, 1 Ukubat, 3 Banishment, 1 Cosmic, 2 Contact, 1 Sanctify. So what really stood out for us is the consistency of this deck. We have double Kiteroid and Spirit's Protection, just in case we don't open up Ixchel or Banishment. We have Cosmic Cyclone to deal with any problematic cards like Necro Valley or Shadow Mirror. Lava Golem clears fields really quickly. This card was really strong for us. Desire can help you win if you need to. Teska's great for protection against cards like Treacherous Shrapnel. So, one way that you play around your opponent so well is that you have Banishment in the graveyard, and then they don't know how this works, so they go to Treach your monsters, then you chain, search Banishment, you search with Banishment, you search Tesla Poka, and Tesla Poka will protect your monsters from being treached. It will protect both of them. And Kiteroid's just really good for defense. Also combos well with Lava Golem, so you want to use that very effectively. We could have put in a bait extra deck, we just didn't at the time. But that's the 16 streak win Dark Lords. Yeah, but mainly about Crystron's 18 games, and to give you proof of that rather than to just show you, just tell you. Oops. Longest rank to a winning streak, 18. That is my record. So that was really, really good. Almost got the KOG KOG KOG. So yeah, guys, smart ride. I think that this deck is amazing. I think that Crystron definitely get undervalued. Especially now that we're seeing a little bit less on the Dark Lord side. It does really help out the deck. It makes it a little bit easier to win. Malay, who can kind of still mess this deck up, so you gotta be careful with that. Until then, Smart Ride, signing out.